Todd, what do you take out of that? I mean, a strong last quarter that we probably didn't expect, given it was only a 5-day break. So pleasing to win convincingly like that.
Yeah, certainly pleasing that we had plenty of run at the end on the short break. Look, they had a couple of opportunities early in the last quarter. Yep. That unfortunately for them they couldn't take, and then I thought we certainly in the last 20 minutes. I think the last quarter was 20-8 inside 50, so it was reasonably dominant.
And 7 goals straight, I think, in the last quarter.
Yeah, it was about that 7 straight, but 20 to 8 inside 50s suggests that you played most of the game in your half. So it was really pleasing. After look, we really didn't play that well. I didn't think for the majority of the day, but some of our leaders lifted 3/4 time. Gundry, Dragovic, Pullman. Look, we had some players that really lifted, I thought.
Just on Josh Pullman, sorry Chris, 4 goals today, but given that Ben Saunders has been injured in the reserves today, it's important for Josh to start kicking goals.
Yeah, it is. Look, he's had probably a little strange year. He had a really good summer, started the season really well, missed a game with injury, and then sort of played a few and then got injured again, and he's come back in. But the one thing you know about him, he does absolutely everything right, off the field to prepare, and he prepares really well. And when you do that, you earn the right to play well, and he was super today from the start to the end.
I guess the thing you know about him is that he'll always work hard and he'll always give you a contest, and if you keep doing that, eventually you'll get rewards, and he got the rewards with the goals.
Yeah, look, his work rate was super. It was obviously his marks and goals, but he chases and tackles and pressures, and he's been really good for us this year.
Missing a lot of midfielders today too, and you put Steve Verrier in the middle in a bit of a different role, and he did a great job in winning the footy.
Yeah, well, look, we haven't had a lot of injuries this year, but probably most of them have been, Schloith, Martinez, Tim Kelly. It's not a bad starting mid, so look, Stevie's played a little bit of midfield before. He's been really good for us as probably that forward that pressures this year, but he's really competitive. That's why he went in there initially, because he's competitive and doesn't like to be beaten, and he's pretty strong, and he's been really good for us.
What do you learn about the group, given that it was a short break and it was on the line at 3/4 time and they could finish like that in the last quarter? Does that tell you a lot about the character of the group?
Yeah, look, I think, from the moment I've walked in, they've, really just been eager to work hard, and they've done that all the way through. We went on for short break against East Perth off a 5-day break, and, the real challenge for them, again, is to back up, and, got the top side next week, so they need to recover really well, and, sometimes off the short break, it's almost the week after that it really hurts you. So, look, we'll recover well, and, hopefully we'll maybe get a couple of guys back, but, we were really disappointed last time we played Subi, so we'll be pretty keen to come to play.
It's tough for someone like Craig Light to take it on the chin when he has to go back to the reserves. He's played almost 200 games, he's played in 2 premierships, but he did handle it well, and you could tell he really enjoyed those couple of goals he kicked in the last quarter.
Yeah, and look, to his credit, it's not easy. Leadership group, you played 180 games, but he admitted it. His form at the time just wasn't good enough. So he went back to reserves level. His attitude around the club, at training, around the players was first class, and his form's just steadily built. You can see today, I said to him before, it looks like when you're playing now that you're really looking to come out and have an impact and play, not just sort of roll out. And look, he was really important for us. I thought in the first half, his ability to halve the contest forward and have an impact was really important. He was a very good player. You
mentioned last time against Subiaco wasn't a good day. How do you make sure that next week turns out differently?
Well, we've got to come to play for longer than a quarter. I think we're pretty good for a quarter last time, and look, they're a premiership side, and look, they just keep doing what they do for longer than everyone else. So we've got to come to play and compete and hang in there, and it's going to go right to the wire if we're going to be successful.
Disappointing for Ben Saunders coming back in the reserves and copped a different injury with his hamstring now.
Yeah, he's nicked a hamstring, so he'll go through his rehab, and he's got plenty of time to come to get himself right. But he was that's why we put him back through the reserves. We're concerned. He's missed a lot of footy, so that's okay. He'll train hard and prepare, and hopefully come back in and give us a real lift.
Given the other options you've got down there, I mean, you can swing Borsella, Brock Higgins, Gumby's back now. He can still take a big hang. We've seen that. You've got a lot of sort of taller options in attack.
Yeah. Look, we obviously played the last couple of weeks. We've played Josh Branchy, which has enabled us to play Brock forward, and Gumby's, Gumby's Gumby. He can jump and run and pressure and chase and tackle, and that's the key. So yeah, we're lucky we've got a few options.
Good. Thank you. Thanks, Todd.